Hi everyone, this is Amanda Ellis of amandaellis.co.uk, Facebook page Angelic Celestial Colours, and you're watching me on YouTube, which is Amanda Ellis 11. Firstly, thank you very much for all your lovely comments after the last video that I put up, which was the mid-March video. I am okay. Thank you for your loving thoughts. It was just a bit of a vulnerable moment, but it was a real moment, and I know that a lot of you related to it. But anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate your love and support. I really do. What we're going to be doing in this video is looking at the energy that wants to come in or is already here for the equinox. I'm making this a day before spring equinox in the UK. So that's Northern Hemisphere, but obviously it's different if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, but we've still got this beautiful new influx of energy wanting to come in. And I thought what I was going to be doing today was making a video which was a meditation based on the Ankh, which is a symbol which is behind me, and I am going to be doing that, but this isn't actually the meditation video, it's something else. And the reason for that is that the energy of what Archangel Metatron is wanting me to do with this, to talk about and to teach about, has grown somewhat today really. And I've actually just ordered a beautiful crystal Ankh, which will be hopefully arriving in my home next week. So I want to actually have that in my hand to channel through the information that wants to come through. I actually feel it's multi-level. I think there's going to be many different aspects to this, and I think it's going to be too much just for one video anyway. I'm being drawn to probably offer a day course on it in the UK, because what's coming through to me is that there are so many different aspects of this which Archangel Metatron wants to draw to our attention. So I think that is probably what I will do. If I can video it, I will video it, but I feel as though it also needs some people, physical people being together as well to actually birth it and ground it. So I'm going to be offering that, and I'll look at dates. I haven't got many workshop dates up on my website at all. The only one that I've actually got in the diary is the Archangels workshop in Dublin in June, which is almost fully booked. Very much looking forward to that. And I'm also running a teacher's course in April, but apart from that I haven't got anything else in my diary. But having said that, I've got loads in my diary. It's just I haven't got workshops. I'm really having to pull back a bit this year, draw back, sort some aspects of my own life out. And also I'm following really what Metatron said to all of us at the start of this year, which is get your foundations in order. And I have been working with Archangel Metatron consciously since 2007, and over the last, when did I birth it? 2013 was it? Certainly over the last 5 years in particular. There has been such a lot of work that's come through. The Archangel Metatron level 1, the level 2, the teachers, a colour course which I'm now trying to get online. There are 32 colour sprays that have been birthed. There's a teaching school that's been birthed. There's a lot that I've done, numerology stuff. And I'm in my 50th year this year, and it feels as though it's a wise move for me personally to just take stock actually in terms of where I'm going, and also wanting to get a lot of the services onto my website as distance courses. So the next one will be a colour course that I'm working on at the moment. And obviously the oracle cards, the Metatron oracle cards, which I talked about all of last year, but they're still not yet here. They need my energy, they need my input, and they need that final push. And I'm a mother, I've got 2 children, and nobody can do it all. So I really I just ask you to bear with me, because usually I would have many more things to offer this year in terms of workshops and things to come to, but I am drawing back to rebirth myself. And I also feel as though it was through somebody else actually. It was something that Metatron said. It was a comment that he said for me, but I want to share with you. It was a part of a poem, which is a bit personal really, and I'm not going to share that with you. But there was one line in it, and he said to me, he said, excel, don't compete. And that's what I want to do. I want to excel. I don't want to just be out there doing things for the sake of doing things, for the sake of keeping up, you know, for the sake of other people doing things. And I do believe that to do things well, you can only actually hold a certain number of energies at any one time. And so I want to be excelling. I want to be offering the best of myself. And so the Archangel course this year in June will be an example of that. My teacher's course will also be an example of that. And the distance products that I put out will also be of a good, high quality standard. And I'm saying that to you because that's personal to me, but I hope it resonates with your life as well, because I feel as though maybe what a lot of us have been doing up to this point is trying to do too many things. And sometimes when you do that, you can actually, you know, if you've got too many balls that you're juggling in the air, you end up dropping one of them, or you do one badly, and I don't want to be like that. So I want my teaching to always be of a really good high standard, which it has been as well up to this point. I hope people that have been on my courses would agree with that. I think they would, but I want to maintain that, okay, as well as my own health and family responsibilities and stuff. So don't know where all that came from, but anyway, I was talking about workshops, wasn't I? Yes. So anyway, an Ankh workshop feels as though it's definitely something that is being asked of me, and I would really like to do, and I feel very honoured to do actually, because it's a mysterious symbol. I mean, if we look at it, I don't know about you, that's a symbol that I've been aware of probably my whole life, but it's not a symbol that I've ever really properly tuned into. And I've certainly never put it with a particular ascended master or energy or archangel. I've associated it with ancient Egypt, and of course there is an ancient Egyptian link to it. But I've never really tuned in any deeper than that. Going on to Google, you know, I mean, you have to be careful with Google, because just because something, you know, you read something on the internet doesn't mean it's actually right. Please remember that, because I've fallen into that trap before. But, you know, there isn't a huge amount of information out there, really. So it feels as though there's a whole wealth of stuff that Metatron wants to start talking about. And I'm going to be offering. Now, I'm going to just in this video say a few things that are coming to me, different aspects of it. And then, as I say, there will be a meditation and on my YouTube channel soon that you can look at as well. One thing about the Ankh is it's an energy, and it's a symbol that helps us balance within ourselves our own divine male and divine female energies. Okay, so we've got the energy here of the woman, the vagina, the entry for life to be seeded, but equally the end of the birth canal where the baby actually comes out of. We have the male sexual energy here as well, and it's like if you put them both together, there is just this beautiful energy of male and female flowing together into each other, part of each other. And then these, I've read things here which talk about this being like the children. This is like the offspring of the male and of the female energy, and that resonates with me. That feels right to me. So one thing we're asked to think about with this is, and one thing I want to talk about probably in workshop material or distance material, is really to get us, and this is very much Metatron's area, get us to think about our own energy within our body. Because I have been a teacher, a healer for a number of years now, and I've seen very few people that have got a completely balanced male and female energy. Usually one is more dominant and one is driving the show. You know, one is responsible actually for the symbolic car crash that sometimes happens where maybe we get burnt out because we've been listening too much to the male energy, and this is the 3D male energy, which can be so driven and so all-encompassing and dynamic and keep on going and active that you can get burnt out from it. Or I've seen men and women actually who've got such a pronounced feminine energy, which is just so much about, you know, just sort of almost sort of being just so receptive and sitting back and waiting, and I don't know, that they don't ever get out and really do anything. So that, you know, we need the combination of both energies. I'm giving very general views there. I know it's much more complicated than that, but that's one aspect he wants us to think about, the balance of male and female within us. And it's something that is an energy that Archangel Metatron has been linked to for a long time, and we haven't really properly explored, or I haven't properly explored yet. So I'm going to look at that. That's going to be an interesting one. The other thing I think about the Ankh symbol is that it is a code. I feel it's a code that when we look at it, it's a subconscious code that actually reminds us of other lifetimes that we have had. And these are lifetimes which were linked back to great civilisations. Egypt definitely being one of them, an ancient Egyptian lifetime, also probably an Atlantean lifetime as well. They're the two that particularly come up for me linked into this, but there may well be others when we tune in, and particularly when we get a group of people together, it may well be that other people tune into different energies as well. But the Egyptian energy particularly really interests me as well. I mean, I've been fascinated by that myself since I cannot remember, well, since I first heard about Tutankhamun and the pyramids as a child. It was just like, it was like wonder, but it was also like a re-remembering, you know, and I know a lot of you watching this probably relate to that as well. So it's a code. It's a code which, when we really integrate it and process it into ourselves, helps us to retrieve the memories, helps us to retrieve the wisdom, helps us to retrieve the lessons and the gifts and the everything that we learned basically from those times. Because the truth is that those of us who are on our ascension path and are being asked to evolve, we sort of know how to do this because we have done it before in previous lives. It's just that none of those civilizations where we started this process, they never lasted. And that is what Metatron is saying. What we're being asked to do here is to ascend and evolve in terms of ourself and the planet, but equally to maintain that civilization, for it not to just be another civilization that in 1,000 years is a memory that, oh, you know, in 2017 these people were trying this, you know, and they were using these sort of technologies. Wonder whatever became of them. You know, the whole point of this is it's supposed to move humanity along and not be lost, but be retrieved as wisdom, as information, and also new information, new wisdom that's never been harnessed. But we have to have that, again, we're back to foundation, we have to have that firm foundation of what we already know. So the Ankh is a secret code that our body just gets. It reminds us in some way. And through visualization, through meditation, we are able to retrieve those forgotten parts of ourself. What else do I want to say about the Ankh at this moment in time? Okay, there is a meditation which I will put up, which I've already done, and it's just the first of probably quite a few. But the first thing that Metatron showed me was that we know it's a key, it's a sacred key. And what this sacred key does is it helps to unlock chambers within the body, and in particular within the chakras that have been latent. Okay, so they've been there, but it's almost as though we've been working on all of our chakras for however many years, and there has been a missing portal within each of them that we haven't been able to access. It's almost as though when we've been opening up our chakras, whether it is the base chakra, whether it is the third eye chakra, what we've been doing, he's saying, he's giving me the analogy is, if you think about, people often talk about the chakras opening up like the flowers are beautiful petals of a flower, and it's almost as though we've been very concentrated on the petals, okay, you know, the beautiful petals of the rose, wow, look at that. But actually the real nectar that is within the center of that rose is the hidden chamber that hasn't really been properly explored. I'm being given the analogy of Howard Carter, you know, when he went into the Great Pyramids and he found the secret chambers within the pyramids. He found the treasures, and it was behind closed, locked doors. But it had always been there. And it's the same thing with the chakra system. So there is something that has lain hidden within each chakra that this Ankh as a key can help to unlock, okay? And that's exciting, and it's something that I feel is groundbreaking actually, because it's something that we haven't been able to do up until now. I actually feel as though Metatron is saying to me there is a whole new wealth of information that wants to come through for every single chakra within the body. And it isn't about replacing what we already know. It is just about another layer of information that is already there, that we just haven't picked up the book. We haven't accessed it yet. Metatron as an energy talks about the colours of the chakras changing. And they are changing, they are evolving, and they will continue to evolve. And I don't actually see a day where they stop evolving. I can't see how that's possible. I think they'll always just keep refining and upgrading themselves in terms of the colours that they want to integrate and have within them. But it isn't just about the colour, it's also about the sounds, and it's about the language that goes with each chakra. So this is typical Metatron, to be honest. It's like, rip up the rule book, let's have another look at actually what does the heart really mean. You know, what is that secret chamber within the heart? What is that actually about? What is the secret chamber within your throat chakra? What is that actually about? And what happens when you actually unlock that and unleash that, okay? But he's saying it needs to be done responsibly and safely. So it's a bit like, well, the analogy he's giving me is Kundalini. So when you learn how to activate your own Kundalini, or to manage your own Kundalini energy, it can be a wonderful thing. But equally, if it happens in a very sudden way, or is taught maybe by a master or a teacher who hasn't maybe fully, I don't know, understood all the ramifications of it rising too quickly, or getting stuck, or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a Kundalini teacher. It can be not a dangerous thing to do, but it can be an uncomfortable thing to do. And likewise with this, it's almost like within the right pair of hands it needs to be taught. And that's not about it has to be me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you have to, because it's actually about teacher and student. The student also has to be at the level to be able to be ready to unlock this, because some people won't be. So it feels as though this is new information, this is new energy that wants to be unleashed. That is for people that are at a certain frequency level, and other people just won't resonate with it. This morning, actually, as I say, all this really came in this morning, the day before equinox. I just thought I was going to sit down and do a meditation today, and Metatron just has been chatting away about the Ankh. And I've ordered, as I say, this crystal Ankh from Tim Wilde, actually, and who sells some online. Not many, I don't know where he gets them from, but he just has a few that he gets in from time to time. And I contacted Tim probably, I don't know, 5 months ago, saying I was interested in getting one. Could he look out for one? And to be honest, completely forgot the whole conversation. And then this morning, he came into my mind, and Metatron just gave me a nudge, and he said, contact Tim. So I sent him a message on Facebook, and Tim said to me, he said, oh, I can't believe it. He said, I'm holding this one in my hand right now. And it's a crystal one. It's a very high quality crystal Ankh. which I think he put for sale a couple of days ago. I didn't even know it was for sale because I'm not always looking at other people's pages the whole time. So there was this lovely feeling almost of like he's got this, and then it's being passed over with love and respect, and I'm supposed to do something with it. And I'm saying to you now, for me, it's a bit of a magical mystery tour, because we're going to do something with it, and we're going to do something together. But I haven't got all the pieces of the jigsaw yet. I've just been told what I'm telling you today. Okay, so it's quite exciting, and I hope you're excited about it as well, because I think it's going to be quite big, and it's come out of nowhere, which is also, when you work with spirit, whether it's Archangel Metatron, any guide, the one thing that I teach over and above anything else is that you can't control any of this. You can't sit down at the start of a year and say, I'm going to be doing X, Y, Z, you know, and I'm going to teach this and I'm going to do that. I mean, you can to a degree, but you just have to be open to spirit wanting to work through you. And it just comes in sometimes in very unexpected ways, like it has today. So I feel really excited about this. This spray that was created, which is the Hope Spray, it's an olive green energy, and it's got the picture of the Ankh on it, okay, from the picture by Jane Delaford Taylor. This was probably, when I introduced this, when was it, 2 months ago? It's only March, so it must have been, was it January, end of January? I just couldn't keep it in stock because it was so, it was just flying off the shelves. Okay, you can see it there, it's coming through quite nicely. And as you can see, it's the energy of hope. Okay, it's the energy of hope. And maybe these secret chambers within ourselves, these pockets of wisdom, we need them now, because some of us are struggling right now. Some of us are finding it quite difficult right now. Some of us are also on the brink of the most amazing, beautiful things. But equally, we need all of the positive energy that we can get. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing with this work, with Archangel Metatron, with the colour olive, with the Ankh. It's going to be about balancing our male and female. It's going to be about retrieving the wisdom from past great civilizations. And it's going to be about unlocking these secret chambers. And I suspect that this work will be an in-person workshop here in the UK. And I will also record something so those of you that are overseas can purchase something where we look at those 3 different aspects. Okay, so I feel as though probably that's all I'm meant to say today. And I want to just say happy equinox wherever you are. Much love, everyone. Bye bye. I'm saying bye bye quickly because I thought my camera was about to go out of battery power, but I will just say one other quick thing then, which is that if you're interested in what I've said here, keep in touch with me. You can either leave a comment here on YouTube, or you can contact me at Amanda Ellis, info@gmail.com. I think that's right. Or just go to my Facebook page. You see, I'm too excited now. I've been talking about all this. I've forgotten all the practicalities. Much love, everyone. Bye bye.